Welcome, traveler, to BeanSmash Recap, Age of Darkness. Bet you thought I was gonna forget about this week. Maybe you might forget to do one of these, and you might be correct. Or maybe it was a strategic move to build hype for this coming Monday. Uh, could be. Either way, let's just proceed straight into the data from August 19th, 2024. There was a change last Monday, a rare quality in the air. Lucas and Aaron tied at 6 wins. And maybe less notably, Ben staved off a potential tie with me at 4 wins, which would have been cool, but it didn't let it happen on the final stage, final match of the tournament. Overall, we've got Aaron 10 wins behind Lucas over 7 weeks of combat, and there's a 17-win gap between Aaron and Ben, and an 11-win gap between Ben and myself. Now, you may be asking at this point, has the Age of Darkness met its end? Lucas did not win outright last Monday. The answer is no. Unfortunately, the Age of Darkness does continue. The Chosen One has not yet appeared, and Lucas has not been fully unseated satisfactorily to fulfill the prophecies from his unholy throne. So, Age of Darkness. Now, there have been multiple signs, multiple omens that seem to indicate the nearness of the end of the Age of Darkness for those who are able to read the signs and understand them. For the rest of you, I will break it down for you right now. Now, first of these portents, the Ice Climbers, played by Lucas, were defeated in Game 1 for the first time since June 24th. Take that at face value. This was a good thing for all of our human dignity. The overall result of the match, of course, was a draw between Lucas and Aaron. Another great sign. Now here's another one. The sum total of Lucas's wins in recorded tournaments, where he was the overall victor, which has been most of them, is 40. Right, 40 wins in all of Lucas's overall victories. Now, in Hebrew numerology, of course, the number 40 symbolizes a period of testing or trial or probation, maybe an age of darkness, perhaps. You can cross-reference this in the Old Testament with the 40 days of rain, 40 years wandering in the wilderness for the Israelites, Jesus' 40 days of temptation in the desert. So, I mean, you can try to look that one over, but I don't know. Seems pretty plain to me. Now, I believe all of these signs may be read with hope. I believe they should be read with hope, even. It does present to us something of a problem. The draw this past Monday was achieved in no small part due to us ganging up on Lucas during the draft, and taking many of his best characters. Now, during the tournament itself, I believe we all did try our best, and nobody threw a match or something to try and give Aaron the victory at the end. We comported ourselves with honor on that one. On the other hand, Lucas still hasn't lost, and the Age of Darkness continues. So my question is mostly for myself and for Ben, how much are we willing to debase ourselves in the service of ending Lucas's domination? With Aaron statistically being our best chance of dethroning Lucas, how much ought we to continue counterpicking in the draft, and how much might we have to sacrifice in game? Now, do we attempt to use our own agency to bring about the rise of the Chosen One, or do we let destiny and fate handle this on their own time and take the risk that that time may yet be far off? It's truly a moral quandary. Now let's look at some more charts. We're returning once again to our main characters list, and here you can see the chart from last week. So this was last week's main characters as of August, 7th, 8th? I don't remember. Just as a reminder here, the top category of Amigos, that top set of rows, it's Amigos. It's characters we've played in every single tournament in the draft era. And then Compadres is ones that we've played more than 80% of the time. So let's take a look at how the chart changes after this past Monday. Now, the first thing of note, there is overall more green on the chart. It's a good thing for everybody. It's because most of us logged at least one more win with one of our main characters, and in some cases we bumped off the list entirely some of the one win or no win characters that we up to now been drafting. Next thing to note overall is the decrease in Amigos. Lucas has no Amigos left, I would say, due to our aggressive draft strategy over the last couple tournaments. And we should also call out that Lucas is now the only player with no mierdas in his mains list. And no one has any Amigos, characters we draft all the time, who are also mierdas, which is a change from last week. So yeah, it's been an interesting development in this this last week of play in particular. All right, we'll now transition over to our BeanSmash Recap. It's a recap within a recap, wherein we recollect and express gratitude for the grain-based alcoholic beverages provided each week by members of our generous community. And we are sponsored in part, as always, by the Peace Tea for Aaron Foundation. Remember, if he isn't drinking Peace Tea, what will he be drinking? Now, last week we had another entry from Southern Grist, Marbit's Marshmallow IPA. I bought it. We drank it. Nobody threw up. It was beer, and it was quality craft beer at that. Now, within those parameters, I feel free to say this was irredeemable dog water. It did not taste like marshmallows. It tasted stale in the exact same way that moon pies always taste stale no matter how fresh or new they are. It was a bad beer from a good brewery, and we will not do this again, and I'm sorry. All right, now before we go, we have been recording the stages played for 3 tournaments now, and that's a big enough data sample, I think, for me to start pulling out insights. So let's see what we can learn this week. All right, these are the stages we have played every week since I've been recording it, and probably every week since before we were recording it. None of these are a big surprise, right? You got Flat Zone X, you got Temple, you got Dojo, Great Bay, Great Plateau Tower for some reason. Just a little softball to ease us in, because this next graph is going to be, or not graph, next little table is going to be important. This is the list of stages that Lucas Rosenbaum has not yet recorded a win on since we have been tracking them. The top 4 here, Big Battlefield, Corneria, Hyrule Castle, and Temple, we have played every week since we've been recording levels or stages, and Lucas has won on none of those. We should keep playing here. Now, 2 of these, Big Battlefield and Hyrule Castle, there has been a 3-way tie for who has actually won, right? Everyone else has won 1 of those last 3 tournaments. So it could be that Lucas's time will come next time we play there. But Corneria, Aaron has won 2 out of 3 times, and Temple, I have won 2 out of 3 times. So that's fun. Whoopsies. Let's see what else. Not anything too interesting. Farther down, we've got a bunch of one-offs down towards the bottom. Fountain of Dreams and Magic Ant are the ones in the middle where we've played them twice, and Aaron and Ben have won them, but not Lucas. And perhaps even more important, here are the stages that we play where Lucas always wins. The top one, Super Happy Tree. Lucas has won. Whether he's had access to Piranha Plant or not, Lucas wins there. Why do we keep playing there? We probably shouldn't. It's silly. Great Bay, King of Fighters Stadium, Congo Jungle. We have played each of those 2 out of 3 of the last 3 tournaments. And Lucas has won twice on each of them. So these are his, or rather, Lucas has won at least twice in the last 3 tournaments of these. He's been the overall winner by count of wins. These are his best levels. We should not play here. It's silly to play here. Why would we do this? We actually have enough, if I go back one, we've got enough here where Lucas has never won that, like, if we played all of these, if we got together and picked all of these, and he only won on half of them, we'd still probably have enough. Somebody like, well, that's silly. That's stupid. I'm gonna edit that out. That's such a silly thing. Um, I was about to say something quite stupid that didn't align at all with the data. So my editor will, I'm sure, remove this from the video and smooth it all over. That's it. That's all. I take my leave. We all continue to await the arrival of the Chosen One, who will restore balance to BeanSmash, and until that glorious day comes, I say unto you, deuces.